Hey guys, Shush was back for another video, and today we are playing some Madden 21, the 50 challenges. And, so, what is it? If you finished all of them, you can get a 90 to a 93, and Chill Extra, you might know him as Lucas, is in the party. Say hello. So yeah, we're gonna be playing some 50 challenges. So what did you get from the 50, Lucas? Nice. Put in the comments what card you want.
Hey folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this.
Lucas, you have to include your audio.
To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Huh?
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Here's Bass now.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. His audio wasn't included, so sorry about that. Mini mistake.
Takes it at the 7. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
It's gonna be right to this guy, yeah.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will finally run it down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Everything else has to win the medium, so that's pretty good. We'll catch up right here.
Bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how
hard you try and
spread. And he will take it in for a Bengals touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
They got
lead down to a field goal
in
now
75 halfback that looks like
10.
McDonald's on his picture.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And
the ball is knocked out,
Here we go.
and the Bengals grab it.
Complete. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the...
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect
you guys have,
these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there.
Not every Tuesday. And you can get a 90 Nick Chubb.
He can run
90 Keenan Allen and a 90 Jalen Hurts. And if you complete it all, you get a 90 up.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Ties the game at 17.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And for Christmas, I'm asking for some Legos, so you'll be seeing some Lego videos with him to stuff and me.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
If you're rewatching this for a YouTube video, shout out to you. I can't wait to build a Baby Yoda with you.
Out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved though if they recoup with a
Take the
score.
time and let them hand it off. If we get it, we're just going to chew the time.
And now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
20-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Chuck him.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
That was a
And they
horrible
worked
play.
this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
It's going to be a handoff.
And he works his way forward for about 4.
They can hand it off
to the
all day.
midfield stripe.
I want them to.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was
We're
a
gonna run
4-yard
zone,
run, so
so
the offense
they
can go
can't
back to
get
home, feel
far
pretty
with
good
the-
about
with the
themselves.
pass.
Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it
Could
turn
be
into
a
a bigger
fake
run,
handoff play
but the
action.
goal, shut it
I
down for
did
2
not see the
yards or
time.
less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Right back to Brown. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
We like do
3
two
yards is
challenges
half of
because they
what
take
they
a
needed.
little
Now
bit.
can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And it's 3rd down.
Now gone. Out of the backfield, he's got Malcolm Brown.
Nice fumble. Now we're just going to shoot the time
football.
if we get
And the
this
Bengals
touchdown.
grab it. Past the 20.
We're going to step out the 1. We should chew the time.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in
They're
position to
gonna
win the
come out.
game,
No, they do
and
not.
leave no time for them to come back and
This is
catch
what we're
them.
gonna do.
And guess what? They
Hand
turned it
off,
over.
chew the time.
Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll
Oh,
set
they
them
can shoot
back
this
for
time.
2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
We're going to shoot down.
Getting down to
And
the
then
good
last
stuff.
second, we'll just go for a
Tied
field
with
goal or
2
something.
minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Now let's just chew this time for a few
3rd
seconds.
and goal.
So they're running zone right there. He's going to push up and cover. Okay, when it gets to 6.
They'll try and run. Tomlinson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This one fielded at
Let's
the
truck
5.
them, see if they can fumble.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll continue. And he loses the football a second time. And the Bengals grab it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Back at the 49-yard line.
Oh, we're just gonna tick kind of. Yeah.
There you have it, another challenge.
If it's an easy challenge.
Now remember, you can always replay challenges.
When we get to open a pack. I think.
What I did, can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me.